LAPD is in fact group stalking right now by helicopter. And amplifying the sound of helicopter, there you go, right there, flying right over my office and the environment, because this is the location of the light source that's hovering over building 1810. That is nowhere near the Fontana Lewis Library where I remain, where you saw that light source and the Fontana Fire Department group stalking at what was 10:58 in the morning. The LAPD is engaged in what is group stalking, just like the Fontana Fire Department were. Again, the entity is engaging in what is coming in close proximity to engage in the criminal behavioral pattern of crossing path in close proximity. That's what LAPD did right now in a helicopter. That's what you saw the Fontana Fire Department doing in a fire truck under what is a light source that remains here and at no time of day would ever be over not only the parking lot anywhere near the Fontana Lewis Library, but let alone so exclusive, directly over me, hovering down low enough to capture in the window of the Fontana Lewis Library that's facing the parking lot that's facing Arrow Boulevard in Fontana, California. The entity is monitoring again, and I want to remind you where this light source is, because the entity is going to engage in moving this light source, and it will be nowhere remotely close to or nor at the same time while it's in motion over me, and also remaining stationary, visible from above building 1810. And this entity that's stalking by helicopter is engaging in what is ongoing group stalking while I leave from Alvarado Gardens today via Uber and go to my mailbox, which is in Glendale, California. I want to document this because the entity, all of an entity, is stalking and monitoring while I make that, while I engage in that movement, and the entity is doing so both directly and vicariously, and an entire environment remains around me as they do so. At no point in time does the light source ever move from building 1810 from the duration of the day. Remember, I'm here from 8 o'clock in the morning, and it stays here. It's visible right here in the parking lot up until after 3:30 p.m. where LAPD is concentrating its flight. Okay, the entity is not flying over my bedroom right now. You see it flying right here over the office in relevant position, creating amplified and sensational activity. In doing so, those are the obsessed group stalkers that you saw flying, hovering in front of my bedroom at 5:48 in the morning yesterday in the dark. Very highly mentally disturbed and obsessed, demon-possessed stalkers, and that is the same condition of the people of the state. They're in an environment that reveals that fact to you. They are engaged in what is malicious conduct on behalf of an entity, thinking that the environment would never be known and exposed, and it shows what are the demon-possessed that surround, and they are obsessively engaged in what is targeting someone, and that someone is myself when I'm exposing it. It's currently 11:58 p.m. and this is P.O.C. I'm at 1810 North Alvarado, where LAPD is group stalking by helicopter. And I want to be clear, the entity is following me from place to place and doing so also with the environment, which is speaking to ceaseless engagement by an entire entity. The people of the state is a group, indiscriminate. Doesn't matter what your zip code is or what your area code is. The entity is following with the whole environment because the entity is monitoring as I leave Alvarado Gardens and then return back to Alvarado Gardens. This is P.O.C.